Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. And today it is match preview time as Bristol City take on Stoke City at Ashton Gate this evening. And that's right, it's this evening. I've been recording it 2 hours I think before kickoff, so it's nice and fresh. I'll have time to put it out. Ideally I'd have recorded it last evening, but I was playing FIFA, so I think you can understand why I decided to record it this evening. And also a lot of the other championship games are on. Right, we'll get straight into it. Bristol City in 18th position at the moment in the Championship. Stoke in 5th. That was after Coventry's... I think Coventry played yesterday. Yeah, that was after Coventry's 0-0 draw with Birmingham yesterday. So Stoke currently lie in 5th. Sorry about that. Bristol City lie in 18th after Birmingham drew. That actually wouldn't have made a difference. But City can actually overtake Birmingham, but they need a 5-0 win for that. So most likely we'd stay in 18th position unless Cardiff City win and we lose, so we'll drop down to 19th. What I'm hoping for... God, I really have a bad cough this evening. What I'm hoping for is a similar sort of performance to the first half against Blackburn, where we go and attack Stoke and put them on the back foot, and we really show our authority on the game. What I'm hoping Leicester see is if we do go a goal up at half-time, I would not like to see a similar performance of repeat and sit back. I just don't think it works for us. And Stoke are very good at hitting on the counter-attack. Got some very good players in Jacob Brown, Tyrese Campbell, Mario Vrancic, Romain Sawyers, that midfield especially. Sawyers, Allen, Vrancic, Klukas. No Nick Powell because he's missing out with COVID. And yeah, so if Nick Powell is available, Stoke would be an extremely very good side midfield. At the back, Harry Souttar is not available for the rest of the season, so he's not going to play in this game, obviously. Leo Ostigard, Ben Wilmot, Josh Timman at left back. Right back, they've got Tommy Smith. So there's very good players at Stoke. And be looking to come to Ashton Gate and get the 3 points, like any side would. But Stoke have got some vulnerabilities, and recently, before their good little run, they were showing signs of slipping up, and Bristol City will be looking to see what those teams did to hurt Stoke, and will be looking to execute that sort of thing. Defeats against Sheffield United, Bournemouth, and Millwall, all into the bargain, including a defeat at Derby and draw at home to Barnsley, where they did create a lot of chances, granted. In the last 3 games, though, Stoke have kept 3 clean sheets and have scored another one. The last 3 games, 2-0, 1-0, 1-0. And that was against Blackpool, Luton, and Peterborough. So Stoke are going into this game with a lot of confidence. They're 4 unbeaten as well. Should have really been 5 if they hadn't thrown away a 3-goal lead at home to Cardiff. But overall, Stoke will be very, very happy with their recent form and currently lie 4th on the table. Right. A few more key players on Stoke and what they've been doing this season. Mario Vrancic, for me, is an excellent player for Stoke. He's got a lot of assists. In fact, he's got 4 assists this season, and he scored 2 goals. That might not seem like a ton of assists, but considering we're 17 games in the season, and Stoke are a team who like to play on the tight margins, and if they score a goal, they usually win the game. That's what recently has shown, anyways. That's a very key aspect of a team, especially for Stoke. So Mario Vrancic has been very key for them in terms of what they've done going forward. Any other players really? I suppose I want to pick out Leo Ostigard because he's been there. He's got a goal this season as well. He's been a main presence at the back. City fans will know all about Leo Ostigard. He played against City last season twice for Coventry. And he was very good there, and he scored a goal against us. If you remember, he scored the first goal when Coventry beat us 3-2 at their old ground, just St Andrews, wasn't it? So Leo Ostigard and Mario Vrancic, 2 very key players there for Stoke City. Even Romain Sawyers in the midfield, who joined on loan from West Bromwich Albion, is also very key in that Stoke midfield. He's been playing recently, and a lot more games recently, and he's been very, very good. 3 assists and 1 goal this season for him. 2 assists in the last 2 games against Luton, where they won 1-0, and Peterborough, where they won 2-0. Even a goal against his former side Brentford in the EFL Cup recently, where they lost 2-1. Even scored a goal at Millwall. So yeah, Romain Sawyer's also a threat. Right, that's 5 minutes down on Stoke. Just getting to City, and how much of a shambles are we actually? Right, so I've mentioned City currently sit in 18th position in the Championship after draw at home to Blackburn Rovers. City have not won their last 2, definitely not. They've not won their last 3, and will be looking to make it two unbeaten in a row at Ashton Gate. In fact, we'll be looking at 3 unbeaten in a row at Ashton Gate. After 4 points in the last 2 with a win over Barnsley and draw over Blackburn. So some good little home form recently. We'll be looking to improve that with hopefully a win this time over Stoke. But it's not going to be easy, certainly, even with Bristol City's flaws and how badly we've been performing recently, let's just say. Stoke will be looking to set up defensively, sorry, not defensively, that seems a bit harsh. We'll be looking to set up in a solid position, so we need our attacking players like Andy Vyman, Chris Martin, Naki Wells if he's playing, Alex Scott, whoever it is playing, to really try and implement ourselves on the Stoke defence. Iman Benrous might even start. I'm not sure he will. After an impressive performance against Blackburn, he did get taken off in that game though. I suspect Joe Williams might retain his place at the middle of the park, battling against Romain Sawyers and that excellent Stoke midfield. I just don't think we can break them down though. Bristol City can create chances. We've created chances before. We've created loads of chances in terms of in that first half against Blackburn. Just didn't really take them, and I think that falls down to our attacking lineup. And I think we will try and do this a similar thing, and come out with all guns blazing. That sounds really ridiculous there. Come out with all guns blazing. But we're also going to have to deal with our defence, and I think we've got to find that right balance, especially against a team like Stoke. We've got some excellent attacking players. And I think Thomas Gans will retain his place. I thought Zach Viner was excellent against Blackburn. I think he might retain his place as well. Nathan Baker, I'm not too sure about. I suspect Rob Atkinson will come back into the lineup. Maybe even a start for Cam Pring. Not Sir Cam Pring, just Cam Pring, who might come in for Nathan Baker, and City might move to the back 4 and actually play some fullbacks, because we didn't play any against Blackburn. We played Callum O'Dowda and Alex Scott there, which is not ideal at all. So we'll be looking to play maybe even Cam Pring, maybe George Tanner, who was left out of the squad completely. I don't know why, he just was. And we'll be looking to maybe even put some fullbacks on. Give Blackburn, no, Stoke. I'm getting really confused here between Blackburn and Stoke, which is really, really odd. And to give Stoke some problems down their wings, and maybe when Tommy Smith and Josh Timmon forward, attack them and capitalise on their wing backs. Right, City will also surely be changing a few things from Blackburn. Bentley, I think, will stay in goal, 100%. I think Thomas Callas will stay at the back, even though he made a bad mistake against Blackburn for the Ben Brereton Diaz goal. I'm not sure about Nathan Baker. I think he will be dropped out. I think we might retain the 5 at the back though, and in his place, I think Rob Atkinson will come in. So I think it will be Thomas Callas, Zach Viner, and Rob Atkinson as the back 3. We'll go into midfield first. I think Joe Williams will retain his place. I think Hannah Masengo will start. I thought he was fairly decent when he came on. I'm not sure about Eamon Benarus. I think he'll be dropped to the bench, maybe out of the squad completely. I think it'll be Joe Williams and Hannah Masengo. I'm not sure. I think Terry Blackson would be dropped to the bench, even though I thought he was pretty decent. I thought it was a bit unfair. Let me know down in the comments below. Then I think it'll be Alex Scott in the 10, who I thought was very good. Maybe even Callum O'Dowd in the 10, who I thought was very good as well. So I think it's a bit of a toss of the coin between Callum O'Dowd and Alex Scott in that number 10 position. I think Cam Pring will be the left wing back, and I think George Tanner will be the right wing back. So I think it'll be either O'Dowd or Scott in the 10, and I think Martin and Weimann will retain their places up top, which is obviously good because we need some consistency up top, which we've not really got so far. And yeah, I suppose if we want to score more goals, take our chances, Andy Weimann, Chris Martin need to create a link up. They've already done that this season. They've been pretty solid and effective together. Yeah, maybe just a bit more, and try and create a partnership which we can rely on every single week to put in a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10 performance, maybe even a 9 out of 10, and score a few goals. But we're not asking for that. We're asking for a team that's trying 100%. What football fan isn't? And we ask, and if a win comes, great. But all we want is a team that fights till the very end, and is organised and knows what they're doing. Unfortunately for City at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's happening for us, which is really a shame. Sorry, because I think we've got the players there. Players like Casey Palmer have been left out of the squad completely. Pearson has mentioned the fact that he'll get rid of the players. He'll try his best to get rid of the players to who he doesn't think deserve to be at the club, and I completely get that. So Casey Palmer, you're probably one of them. He's probably gone, isn't he? And yeah, a bit of a shame because Casey Palmer's a very good player, and I've got him up here. He's just there. In fact, he's in the corner, isn't he? He's out the door that way. He's gone. He's out the Robin Side Performance Centre. I think it's gone a bit toxic between Nigel Pearson and Casey Palmer, hasn't it? Right. We'll talk about Casey Palmer later. But thank you guys for watching. Great talking to you again. Thank you for listening to this match preview, this was the Bristol City versus Stoke City match review. Please make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, and I will see you guys later for match day vlog. I will see you then.